Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is a Trudent, and welcome to Yes, Your Grace, a beautiful narrative strategic decision-making simulator that I played the demo of, what would that have been, a few months ago. And that video went on to get about 1/3 views, easily becoming one of my top 10 most viewed non-Fallout videos of all time, because sometimes YouTube just sort of picks a video and says, yes, this shall be the one. This shall be in everybody's suggested videos and on the front page of YouTube, and YouTube will never tell you why. But for whatever reason, YouTube decided the Yes, Your Grace video was going to be the video that was going to get all of the views in the world, which is great, because I loved Yes, Your Grace, and it's a brilliant game. This is the full version, got my hands on it a little bit early, so let's dive in a little bit deeper. So, the demo I played a few months ago was basically the game's tutorial, so don't worry if you missed it or you need a bit of a refresher. I'll get you caught up nice and quick and we'll move into the new stuff, because this is basically a game about making very difficult decisions, so literally, this is the first thing you're confronted with. It turns out, we've got ourselves a deserter found hiding in a shed. And why has poor old Sobek here done that? Because there's too many of them, we have got no chance of winning. So, if we choose to let him off, the rest of my soldiers might realise, okay, being a deserter's not that dangerous, we should probably desert. But, our army's very small, we really need every single set of hands available. So, yeah, you're making decisions, but the focus is, there's no easy answers. The game never, shows you, say, you know, a Paragon meter, or a Renegade meter, or tells you where you are in terms of your morality. It's all invisible. It's all being tracked behind the scenes. You never know whether you're doing the right thing or not. There's never an obvious right answer or an easy answer. So, yeah. Let's let him live, assuming he doesn't run off the moment we untie him anyway. So you, Sobek, off you go, stand for Davern. That's the country we're in, by the way. And the reason that guy was a bit scared is because, yeah, it turns out our little castle is being a spot invaded by a massive barbarian horde right now. So that's kind of unfortunate, all things considered. Luckily, we're not actually about to die. That's all a year in the future. Sadly, things aren't any easier 1 year in the past, so the form your dilemmas usually take is resource management. You are literally deciding how to distribute the resources that the kingdom has available to it. So we got ourselves some gold here, then you've got food or supplies, military strength, and the happiness of people, together with certain resources that you can send away. But once you've sent them away, they're going to be gone for a certain period of time. So that's one general down the bottom left, one pigeon that you can use to send messages down in the bottom right. So it's basically about figuring out where you want to commit resources versus how much in the way of resources you want to hold on to, because an emergency could pop up any moment. But when emergencies do show up, is it really a big enough emergency? Because there might be an even bigger emergency just round the corner. Plus, of course, people are going to be coming and petitioning you for things, constantly. You call them up one by one, but you don't know who's actually going to be asking for what. So figuring out what order to actually call people up can be important too. You might decide to prioritise some people over another. So, screw it. You, Mr. Peasant, come on up and have a chat to me. Your Grace, my daughter's wedding is at hand. Congratulations. Problem is, we don't have enough gold or supplies to make a worthy feast. What will my daughter's in-laws think of our family? We want to hire a band, buy some fancy wine. We would need 5 gold and 5 supplies. So that's, yeah, basically 1/6 of the entire treasury and 1/4 of all the supplies in the kingdom. So, no, you can jog on. How about the other peasant meanwhile? So, I come here representing my village. We want to ask you for 7 gold to help us gather the tools and resources needed to build an inn. We could really use a new place to rest after a long day of work. Now that strikes me as a higher priority, because an inn is an actual useful bit of infrastructure, might be good for public happiness. He's asking for gold, we've got more of that than we've got for supplies, so under the circumstances, I'm willing to say yes. But the dungeon guard, of course, has something else to point out. It's not just about your petitioners on a day-to-day basis. We've had a recent rainstorm, meaning the castle's in a bad state of repair, meaning we also need to dedicate a bit of money to doing repairs and infrastructure upgrades of the actual castle, aside from what the people are asking for. Here we go, infrastructure. So, there's 3 things I can do here. The pantry roof is broken, so I can spend 12 gold immediately to fix that. And while the pantry roof is broken, I'm losing 5 supplies every single week, which is not good at all, because I'm only gaining 8. So fixing that will be a massive increase in the amount of supplies coming in that I could then spend on other things from my petitioners. Meanwhile, yeah, the theatre's broken. That's going to cost 10 to fix, but that's only losing me 1 happiness per week. Honestly, happiness is okay for the time being. And -9 there, the cost of maintaining my general. Okay, the biggest problem seems to be, yeah, that pantry roof. 5 supplies every single turn, that's unacceptable. So we're going to spend that immediately. And because I've done that straight away, this week I'm not going to lose those supplies going forward. So I'm up to 28 projected supplies. So go on. I'm going to fix the market stall straight away too. And that's going to get me up to, yeah, 15, because that's going to be working immediately. However, I don't want to repair the theatre right this second, because that would leave me with only 5 gold available going into next week, and some of my petitioners are gonna be wanting gold. But yeah, because I've done all that immediately, I'm a little bit low on, you know, supplies going into a brand new set of petitioners, but hopefully that'll work out. And we've caught one of those barbarians from the beginning of the game, so now we know, yeah, the Radovians are on their way. Sooner or later, we need to start beefing up the military. And as I say, with supplies low, prioritise who you want to speak to first, because some people are more important than others. So, Lord Eton, we probably want to keep him on side because, you know, he's a lord, he's important, this is medieval society. Someone's kidnapped my daughter and expect me to pay 12 gold to get her back. The thing is, I tracked her down, I know where they're keeping her. I've planned everything out, I just need your general to help me take her back. Or just pay the ransom. So my one general could go, but then I wouldn't have him for 2 weeks. If either of these guys also want a general, or someone next week wants a general, yeah, all of a sudden, we're not going to be in particularly good shape. I simply won't have a general available. I'm limiting my options going forward. But if I give him the gold, I'm basically bankrupt until next week. So, you, my good man, are going to be given the general. And this peasant here has also got himself a missing child. My dear son is nowhere to be found. Daft little boy, still my son. I ask you to help us find him, your grace. Is there any chance you could do so? And yes, indeed. The general is no longer available. I cannot send him. So all I can offer is 7 gold. And I'm really sorry, but a missing peasant boy, I can't really give you half the outstanding treasury. Kind of need that for some other stuff too. But good luck. Good luck finding him. But people are not happy about that because I just helped out the nobility, then refused to help out the people. So happiness is going down, tragically. And it turns out the reason the Radovians are here is, yes indeed, 13 years ago, when we were apparently in a little bit of trouble, we promised our unborn child's hand to a thug. So, okay, there's some form of law of surprise or some nonsense going on here. So, cunning plan, rather than marrying my daughter Lorsulia off to a barbarian, how about we marry her off to, say, another kingdom in order to get access to their troops? Sounds like a plan to me. Okay, here might be a way of getting a bit of money. We got ourselves a merchant with a business proposition, though sadly I expect he's looking to me for capital. That's going to be a cost, and, okay. New tavern in Branca. 12 gold to hire men and buy the resources. Though he does promise to share the proceeds. You know what, money coming in is very slow right now. We're barely making a profit at all, so, yeah, I'm going to go for it. I really hope neither of you need gold, by the way, because I kinda just spent it all. Ah, the opposite. These guys have been hit by the Radovians. So I'm guessing you want supplies. No, they want gold. Or supplies. Okay, good. You can have the supplies, not the gold. Here you go. Supplies, we've got plenty of for now. And that also boosts happiness because I'm helping out the common people. Good. Good, good, good. And the other peasant also wants supplies. Either loads of supplies or some supplies for a plague in their village. Okay, supplies are coming in pretty fast, but You can have some, not all. Then again, it's only 2 more. Go on, have absolutely all of them. That's got to be worth, yep, happiness. Which is important because the theatre still isn't repaired and isn't going to be anytime soon. And in terms of that whole marriage alliance thing, obviously, yeah, King Tallis with his 3,000 men. Let's go for him over Ada with her 60. So, Pigeon's off on its way, job flipping done. Because yes, as time goes by, you can explore more and more of the castle. Various family members will be hanging out in each of the rooms, diddly diddly dee. But that's the basics. Week 4, my general has returned. Absolutely beautiful. So, hopefully, that worked out pretty well. Yep, his daughter has been taken back. Now, Eton, how about a donation to the Royal Treasury? Take this gold as a thank you. That's why you help the aristocracy, damn it, because they can actually pay their flipping bills. +2 happiness as well. Good. Good, good, good. People like it when you do things properly. Also, there's a banker here. You weren't in the demo. Okay, you're new. I'm here to help. Oh, I'm guessing that borrowing money might be a bad idea. So we can give you 50 gold or 50 supplies instantly available, and then they add 10 gold or 10 supplies depending on the type of loan. Fine, so that's 20% interest. Then again, it depends on the repayment term. Okay, we need to go into details. Let's get this in writing. Paid off in weekly installments of 10. Okay, so you take 50 of something up front, and then you pay 10 for 6 weeks. That's... potentially useful, but I can see how that's going to screw you over. Got it. Ah, but the first loan is free of charge. Not free of repayment, it's not free money, but the extra 10 on the end won't be a thing yet. Okay, not for now, maybe down the line. I suspect things are going to start getting difficult. Also, what happens if you just can't pay? Maybe you go into debt, I'm not sure. Maybe the numbers can be minuses. And there we go. Marriage alliance has been agreed. My daughter Lorsulia might not be, you know, thrilled about the fact, but we do have a decent army available. And with him on board and my pigeon back, aha, I need to invite the banker over if I actually need him. So he's not going to show up every day. I need to invite him. I can get him tomorrow anytime I want to. But for the time being, Ada, you've only got 60 men, but screw it, may as well send you an invite. Ah, but here's something I didn't realise while I was playing the demo. Happiness directly contributes to taxation. Kind of similar to, yeah, vassal contributions in Crusader Kings 2. Keep your people happy, they'll pay their taxes gladly. If they're upset, they're gonna pay less money. So happiness is pretty bloody crucial, actually, yes. The downside, however, is, yeah, now we've got a wedding to plan. Now, I don't really know what the consequences of having a bad wedding versus a good wedding are, but supplies is the one thing we're doing okay on. We're making a big profit of supplies every single week, so we can buy flowers right now. Would I like to repair the theatre? Okay, that does get rid of the contentment penalty. Oh, this is going to be very low on resources. We're going to be so low on resources. Do it, because now I know happiness flows through to taxation. Hopefully, that'll be okay, but we're not really in a position to help anybody next week. And speaking of which, yeah, I've actually got to sort out the wedding in 4 weeks. So, 25 gold if I want the perfect wedding. Hopefully, that tavern I invested in comes good. Now, obviously, those of you who watch me play the demo in full will know the tavern did come good, but I don't know if that's guaranteed or if the game is dice rolling or things change depending on other decisions you made. I don't know what the mechanics are back end, but this was the merchant right here, if I recall correctly. Right, you, my good man, how did it work out? So, tavern is up and running, doing so well it's not just a stop between long trips, it's a destination on its own now. And as promised, I'm gonna start sharing profits. A whole 1 gold every week. That sounds fair. No, it doesn't. Alright, you just said it was doing really well. I expect more. Because if I accept that, I invested 12 gold. It's going to take me 12 weeks just to recoup my investment, alright? That's no good at all. I expect flipping more. 3 pieces of gold or 4. I will accept 3. 4 might be greedy, because if I ask for too much, I might screw up the tavern by draining too much money out of it that needs to be reinvested back into the business. 3 would be acceptable. Then I make my money back in a month, and then it's pure profit thereafter. Alright, so, fair for both parties. I guess you're right. 3 it is. Boom. And now finally, one more sting in the tail, which is, aside from, you know, having to manage infrastructure, and deal with petitioners, and pay for the wedding, there's one more thing too. An ongoing big mission over each particular chapter. So the stationary post set up around the castle. If I send my general to destroy the posts, that is probably good. If those posts are still here when the wedding happens, that's gonna be bad. But that means my general's not gonna be available to anybody else. Here we go, the north, west and east post. So I could send a general in that direction, but yeah, then he's not gonna be available. Okay, we'll do that after we've spoken to everyone to make sure no one's got anything important going on. Ah yes, Ada's looking for a thief. She's going to give me a description, so just keep an eye out for him. Right, more peasants raided by the Rodovians. I'm willing to give you 5 supplies, because the wedding doesn't need any more supplies. So no more supplies are needed for infrastructure, and supplies are coming in pretty fast. So you can have some supplies, but yeah, these Rodovians are causing trouble. Still, we're up to 18 happiness. That's pretty much as happy as it's ever been. So, if we're lucky, we'll start seeing more tax sooner rather than later. Still, on the plus side, no one asked for my general's attention this week, so off you flippin' go. Okay, no uptick in taxes yet. Might need to hit, say, 20 for that to be a thing. But, on the plus side, the tavern's making a decent contribution. The economy's looking okay for now, but I'm not going to commit to the fabrics or the band. If need be and we get too close to the wire, I'll just borrow money to make sure we've got the best wedding going. Especially as, yeah, the first loan's got no interest whatsoever. Okay, general returns, first outpost taken care of, killed some Rodovians, people are happy about that. Good. Also, there's this weird guy, Pietro. So, his deal is he's terrified someone's after him, but he's never been particularly clear why. Didn't go anywhere in the demo, so just remember he exists in case that does go somewhere. And here's where things get tricky. I could have a really big impact on people's contentment by sending the general out for 2 weeks to just basically ride around the countryside and making sure things are fine, but if I do that, it will be physically impossible for the general to actually clear the camps. So, I'm going to turn down that contentment, which would have been nice just because, yeah, the camps need to be cleared. And with only one general available, it would be physically impossible to do both. Ooh, the people are actually unhappy about that. Well, that's a shame. Right, instead of that business, general goes to the next outpost. Because sure, the people aren't happy about the lack of patrols, but if there are any Rodovians at these outposts, they'll be happy about that at least. Okay, general returns, and no sign of Rodovians, so with nobody murdered, the people aren't any happier. The thing is, of course, I don't actually know there are going to be Rodovians. If there's no Rodovians at this outpost, then presumably they couldn't attack us. I mean, I've already attacked some of them. If there's nobody here, then maybe I could have actually sent the general to go and do the routine patrols, because I might have got lucky and just hit them on my first attempt when it was a 1 in 3 chance. I don't know. Also, hello merchant in dark green shirt. You're the thief. Right, in prison you go. Hopefully, Ada will pay me for you. Your Grace, my village has been raided by bandits. Well, when is it not being raided by bandits? You people never come here to give me anything. You only ever come because you need bloody supplies. 7 supplies is a lot, but our supplies are not in demand right now. Go on, sure. Ah, yes, and the inn I built back in the day. I think I gave, what was that, 5 gold for that? Maybe 10, I can't remember. That was back in week 1. So, we're now ploughing much faster. Flipping beautiful. And, what have you actually got for me? 1 gold every week as a thank you. Beautiful. Now that is good. And a random drunkard's wandered in and wants some gold. No, you can naff off. Then again, he only wants 1 gold. Yes, you shall have 1 gold, my man, but if I see you next week, you get nothing. In which case, General, go and deal with the last outpost. Boom. Mission complete. Okay, with the help of the new inn, money's starting to look a little bit better here. Just a little bit better. So, okay. I'm gonna buy the fabrics, but I need to not spend too much this week. Just to make sure we can afford the band. Then again, maybe fabrics is probably more important. If there's, you know, a bit of an amateur band, that's one thing. But yeah, no fabrics presumably means, like, no dress, which definitely seems bad. General returns from the final outpost, but good news, they left some stuff behind. 2 gold, 2 supplies. Okay, I have now got what I need. I've got the 15. The downside is, yeah, no one can actually have any gold. Sorry. Ada, any chance of a reward for the guy that we captured? And you can count on my help during the upcoming battle. Honestly, you've not got much. Any chance we could actually have, like, some money as well? No, 60 men, that's it. Maybe she'll be more useful down the line. Ooh, slight twist that wasn't in the demo. Yeah, back in the demo, you just had to pick a wedding dress of your choosing. Now it's not. Now you've actually got to pay 25 gold. I'm sorry, but I literally don't have that. Because I didn't know that was going to be a thing. Also, my wife desperately wants to go for the ridiculous puffy dress, which I'm not keen on. 50 gold. No. I'm sorry. We have to go for the basic dress over here, which is free, because we already actually own it. I'm sorry, but if I give you the money for even the middle dress, 1, we're in debt, and 2, we can't afford the bands. And there we go, 15 goes up to 23 because of all the extra money I've got coming in. Absolutely lovely, meaning we can indeed afford the band, and still have 8 change left over. Supplies, looking good, and aha! Lady Ada's not just providing 60 men, she's also providing 1 supply every single week. So supplies, we are swimming in, which is good, because when peasants get raided by Radovians, that's what they tend to be asking for. So, we're in good shape right now. This is a good place to be, but, yeah, here we go. This is where the end of the demo is, because there's a bit of a twist. Here we go. King Talus was trying to leave, but just as he was trying to, Lord Eton, my prime suspect for what's about to happen, calls for a toast. Someone walks in with a glass, and yeah, would you believe this ain't gonna end well? And down goes the now purple-faced king. Yeah, poison. Somebody has killed Talus. Which unfortunately means Ivo's now king. Him and my daughter are already married, but he's not too keen on me right now. Then again, maybe it was Ivo. Alright, this is a good opportunity for him. He becomes king, he gets a nice bride out of it, and he doesn't need to bother honouring the alliance of his father. And until I can prove someone else was responsible in a royal trial, no troops for me. So those 3,000 are about to disappear. Still, presumably I get to keep Ada's troops, so I still have those 60. Okay, the following week, but we've got one good thing going on here. Eto apparently has some standing forces of his own, and we did help out with his daughter. So, Eto, any chance I can have some of that? 230 men, 6 gold. Okay, that'd be great. I'm not going to ask what the catch is in case there isn't one, but what's the catch? And not so fast. Can't simply give you everything. What do you want, Eto? Lures from Pendle, your grace. He stopped delivering spices to my associates in Branca. Okay, so what do you want me to do about that? Get lures to renew deliveries, my men will aid you. 230 is not much, but if I can't solve the murder in time, yeah, there are alternatives. Other kings, other alliances, other sources of men. So I can focus on trying to solve the murder, but I need to make sure I've got a plan B. Aha! New mechanics. So just like we cleared out those camps, I can send agents around the map to go and do some exploration. Oh, blimey. Okay, the game has really started opening up here then. So we've got a lot of people we can call. Obviously, Ivo's the one with the troops, but there's other stuff going on too. We got ourselves, yeah, people who would give me gold. People who would give me supplies. So say, Joven right there's got basically no troops, but could provide the gold I need to pay more generals. That would be good for getting the ball rolling. Alternatively, yeah, Violet right there, she's going to have herself a tiny bit of gold, tiny handful of men, nothing major, but again, getting gold in, that'd be good. Actually, Eton's providing 6 gold, not just 6 gold one-off, 6 gold permanently. That I could do with. So, sorting out that situation with Lurs, that'd be good. So, let's get Lurs in, have a chat to him, persuade him to start sending some spices to Eton, we get Eton stuff. Back to the servant who I'm guessing delivered the poison drink. The dungeon guard might know something. Why? Why would you say that? He mentioned he saw someone in the wine cellar. Okay, that's certainly one thing of interest, but it can't just be an entire poisoned bottle of wine, because someone who did that wouldn't know when each bottle of wine would be opened and who it would be served to, unless, of course, they poisoned the good wine, knowing that would only go to royalty. But then, even then, you might poison the wrong royal. There's many royal people in that banquet. Still, it's a lead. And yeah, the banker just seems to like show up every couple of weeks even if you don't summon him, which is fine, that's very convenient, but you can summon him if you need him urgently. And this is cute. Inside my council chambers, we've now got ourselves a table for reviewing the evidence. So for the time being, we've got none whatsoever, but I'm guessing the dungeon guard might well be able to help out with that. Saw someone? No, but I found this. A tooth. Okay, interesting. Doesn't look like a human tooth, more like, yeah, some large animal. Where exactly was it found? In the wine cellar. Didn't see anyone going in there, though. Okay, interesting. We don't have any big creatures around the castle. Someone must have lost it. So say, I don't know, a ceremonial necklace or something, where a bunch of teeth have been threaded together, something like that. Okay, a hint from my wife here. Could be from a merchant or someone who's dealt with big beasts before. Makes sense, no random peasant's gonna have like a big monster tooth of any description. Here we go, one tooth located, and as I suspected, there's a hole in it. So, potentially, off a necklace. So, what I need to do next is seek an expert and question suspects. Gotcha. Okay, with nothing to do with our general for the time being, you, off you go, investigate what's going on, please. Ah, and this is why we're swimming in supplies. Because armies need supplies to stay maintained and ready for battle. The more troops I'm maintaining, I'm guessing the higher the cost is. So Lady Ada provides 1, we get 8 from taxes, -4 from army upkeep, but I can just choose to pay. Army mock fed. Ah, sorry, that's saying whether or not I choose to pay. So if I just decide to not pay, which is an option, then yeah, troops start deserting or dying or whatever. So okay, we'll definitely be paying. And I'm guessing actually that's what that means up there. But then he won't be available. Good way of getting lots of gold in a hurry, but I'd definitely rather he, you know, was around to do the exploring of the local area. And oh bloody hell, things are getting expensive. Okay, so general will be available during the battle. Carnival, -30. That's a lot, but that would get me well over 20. And we are swimming in supplies right now, and we're still making a good profit. But those training grounds, that's 10 army per week, permanently. That's good. And stables, because I'll have cavalry, I can explore further afield. Okay, for now, go for the carnival immediately. That we can afford. We have supplies, we have money. But try and save up a bit before we do any other big expenditure. Oh, look at that, 24 happiness. Hopefully, that's going to start being reflected in an increased tax take. Now, General, did you find anything? Nearby river has dried up. Residents have been carrying water to their homes from a lake for days. Okay, now they have extra water saved up for a few days. I made sure they knew it was thanks to the king. I'm guessing that is... Oh, look at that. Big old pile of happiness. Okay, you guys better start paying your taxes more efficiently. Okay, the slightly bananas Pietro's back, and he's muttering about, I saw man and no, that's not it. There might be a clue related to the investigation inside his slightly bananas ramblings. I don't know. Okay, just keep humouring him. There might be something important here. Ah yes, lures. We need to get some spices on the move. So Eton trades my spices with Prakis to get fortune dabs. Some call it a dipu dabu. What the hell is going on in this sentence? Most commonly known by the name of oracle dust. I've heard about Redovia. I can help if you aid me in return. And... okay, hang on. What's this oracle dust? That's the first time anyone's actually mentioned it. So, medicinal, but also recreational drug. Highly addictive. Particularly popular among priests and the like. Okay, something to do with spiritual enlightenment. Makes a lot of coin. Ultimately costs people's lives. Ah. Okay, so Eton's involved in potentially a very destructive drug trade. Got it. Your Grace, I urge you to help me curtail Eton's plans. Do not buy oracle dust. And if you hear of anyone trying to sell the dust, don't hesitate to put them in the dungeons. Okay, let's meet you halfway on this one. You're going to send the spices straight over to Eton. But if I come across any of his dealers, I will lock them up. Okay? That's a compromise. And I heard Eton is selling dust near Kaski. First step in the right direction will be to stop their deliveries. And... oh, bloody hell. I'm sorry, but you're offering supplies, which is garbage. He's offering more men and money is what I really need, because all of the upgrades right now need money, not supplies. Right, Eton, back over here, please. I still want to make this happen, because it sounds like you're not actually peddling drugs to random people. It's just going to priests who are choosing to use the drugs freely for spiritual purposes. So, honestly, for the most part, I'm cool with it for now. Oh, and bloody hell, a peasant's just come and asking for 14 supplies after a bandit raid. Honestly, we've got them and we don't need them for anything else, so go on, you can have them, fine. That's got to be worth yes, +2, meaning 30. We have made a massive, massive step forward in happiness. That's got to be worth some taxes. And before we go over to Kaski, because yes, I'm not sure whether I want to be back in this drug trade or not, send my general over to here instead, so off you go. Oh yeah, now we're getting somewhere. Taxes up to 13. Together with the new inn, the tavern business, the market stalls, we're now starting to make some good money. Love it. Okay, now I can spend 20 gold preparing the general, but yeah. Problem we've got there is that's not urgent. The thing to do as soon as possible would be training grounds, because the earlier I do that, the more army I get out of it by the end. So let's save up for that instead. I mean, I could just turn off the general and then do it immediately, but then I might need the general this next week. No, it's better to keep the general running, because he's going around doing useful things. Speak of the devil, so what did you run into on your little jaunt last week? The search wasn't hard, found some thieves, brought them to justice, the nobleman was grateful, paid me with gold, +11. That's nice. Oh my goodness, my youngest daughter has a new pet. It's a hedgehog called the Stabber. I love him already. The other option was to call him Squisher, but it didn't seem like that would scare off enemies. Underneath he has a velvet yummy tummy you wish you could just stroke and squish all day. Aww. But on top, it's a whole different story. On top he is a scary stiff stabber. I love my youngest daughter. She's the best one. Now this looks good. that peasant over there, you seem like a hunter to me. So let's have a chat. Okay, you can have some supplies, whatever. But let's have a nice chat about you identifying this animal tooth for me. Because you look like the sort. Ah, but he wants the general to help out. I mean... Okay, 2 weeks of general being sent away, that's acceptable. I'm guessing there's a benefit to that, so off you flippin' pop, sure. The banker's visiting as usual. Lord Eton, let's have a chat about the drug trade. Your Grace, I can explain. Oracle dust is far from dangerous. As far as I've been told, it has medical use more than anything else. Okay, Lurs did say it had medicinal qualities. He's not lying. It's just an easy way to make some gold. So, for some people, it is medicinal. And we haven't seen any evidence yet that the people using it aren't doing so for any reason other than, yeah, just honest, perfectly reasonable recreational purposes. Or, in fact, religious purposes in some cases. I mean, if priests want to just get off their own faces, I don't have any problem with that. So rather than shutting it down, he wants me to help out. I have a location near Beltoise that has some problems with the locals. Send an agent its way, maybe he could give us a hand. And if anything out of the ordinary happens, then make sure I'm the first to know. We need to keep an eye on other sellers. Okay, when we get into shutting down other traders, then we might be getting a bit over our heads. Alright, let's keep the operation just a small enough scale that you're willing to be on board. But if anyone comes selling, make sure you buy a pack or two. I'll be able to double your earnings. Okay, and that would be good, because that would take it out of general circulation, which is, you know, positive. Oh, this is not good. I mean, it's really good money. This is such good money. And he's going to throw in something extra too. Aside from my 230 men, I'll toss in my hounds. Deadly and precise, Radovians won't know what's hit them. Okay, you're doing a good job selling yourself here, Eton. And I think I just remembered something about the night Talus died. Okay, that's a bit more suspicious, that just came out of nowhere. Had a fair bit to drink at that stage, everything was kind of blurry, but I did see someone in the gardens that night when I was watering the flowers. Okay, have a poke around in the gardens. Got it. In fact, that's a really good point. We need money to invest in infrastructure, and the bank's offering me an interest-free loan. Right, let's flippin' take it. Now, to the gardens. Have a bit of a look-see-roundy. See what we can find here. Okay, I've been up and down the place trying to click on everything. There's only 2 groups of flowers, but oh, hang on. There we go. I've found it. A paving stone that was moved. If I could get something sharp and thin to lift it, sword would be too thick, I need something smaller. Aha! Needles in the bedroom. By any chance would that be... Yes, there we flippin' go. Here we go. Use those needles on the slab. A piece of paper. Okay, now this seems important. A map of the castle. It reads, find wine in the cellar, mix it with 7 drops of the substance in a glass, be seen by no one. Okay, an instruction letter. And it's beautifully decorated with flowers. Okay, we don't usually decorate our letters, it would be too costly. Right, we might be able to trace the drawings. Potentially, when people send me messages via pigeon, I could actually, yeah, check if any of the letters have those drawings on them. Okay, well in that case we may as well start inviting some more people, just so we start to, you know, get to know these individuals. Eton and Lurs we now know about. Can't do anything with them till we've done their mission. So, who else could provide me with money? Because I've got a debt to pay back all of a sudden. Jovan, we flagged you right at the beginning. Good amount of money. Let's invite you and see if by any chance you reply with a letter covered in flowers. Ah, slight problem. I just went to go and speak to my wife. She recommended the general might know something about the letter, but he's away for the next 2 weeks. That's unfortunate. Okay, we have now got ourselves a big old pile of money. This is good. This is very, very good indeed. And, okay, do I need to spend money on the... Okay, apparently I'm not paying the general. while he's away. Possibly because he's being paid by the person I sent him to, I'm not sure. But that's good. Yes, training ground, absolutely. We want that immediately. The rest of the gold, honestly, we could just hold on to because, actually, the general being away for the next week means I'm not paying his wages, for now at least. Is there any point actually getting the extra 7 locations? Not really. I'm not done exploring the locations I've got, so... I mean, while we've got the money to hand, let's prepare the general to make sure he's ready to go. Because that's a one-off cost, so screw it, let's make it happen. Though, keep in mind, yeah, sooner or later... Ooh, look at those taxes. Now we've got more and more coming in there. Yeah, we're very close to passing the threshold to, I'm guessing, at 6 supplies. So, yeah, now we've got the number of men slowly going up and up and up, and it caps out at 1,000. So I'm guessing that means, really, I ought to be trying to get together 1,000 men of my own if I'm not confident I can solve the murder. Week 13, and we have got a pigeon back. Lovely. Just a letter from my daughter. King Ivo is very good to me. He's done everything to make me feel at home. Okay, that's nice. Yep, unless she's just lying because she's been told to, it seems like she's having a decent enough time here. Good, good. And for a follow-up letter, yeah, my youngest wants to know about the cat. So go on, we'll ask about the cat. Oh, Pietro's back and he's getting up in my face. Right, what have I done? I stayed in the woods waiting for 3 weeks. No, you didn't, because you were here less than 3 weeks ago, so you're lying. But now I know. Okay, calm down. What the flip is going on with you? My door was open. My cat was gone. She wouldn't have left by herself. I mean, it's true a cat wouldn't open a door. That's definitely true. But she could have just gone out by herself, yes. Wait, why am I here? I better go. I can leave, right? Yep, he's just off. I wonder if that's going anywhere. Anyway, yes, Jovan, the other prince or king or whatever. Let's have a chat with what I can do for you. Okay, good start. I'll help you with them. That's an excellent start. 120 men at your command. I also give you 5 gold, but only if Sir Frederick joins your ranks. Okay, is that a general by any chance? He led a defence force previously, repelled an army 5 times bigger than his own. My superior officer, I served under his banner. Okay, if he's good and he's got battle experience, why not? Okay, so we actually need to write to Sir Frederick first. Got it. Yeah, we've got to convince Sir Frederick to join, then Jovan will join. Got it. Any chance you're familiar with animals, by the way, while we're passing through? Nope, sadly, a bit clueless. And he claims to not know anything about the fancy paper with flowers on it, but then, of course, he could be lying. Any of these people could be the murderer. Okay, let's invite Sir Frederick, because he's actually got his own set of money and supplies and men. So, actually, yeah, if I can get 2 for the price of 1 here, this is really damn nice. We've also got ourselves a couple of peasants here, so, okay, what do you guys want? I come from the forest. I'm a leader in the cult of the trees. Ooh, are you a witch by any chance? Because I think we need one of you. In the middle of the forest, we have a sacred oak, and because of the recent rains, the area around it has flooded. A stream of water keeps running all over its roots. We've tried to stop the water. We don't have the appropriate tools. Our people need this tree to pray to, Your Grace. Without it, they are depressed and scared. Okay, so I can give you some money or send a general. I feel like you could be a witch. So tell me more about the oak, precisely. The tree of the god of thunder. Oh, okay, it's the tree of Payrun. Yes, 100%, I'm on board. Have the money, off you go. Right, 12 gold for you. 2 people are happy because the worshippers of the tree like me for doing that. Have fun with your tree. And we've also got a travelling merchant here and exclusive wares. Ah, are you selling drugs by any chance? Because I can sell those at a profit to what's-his-face, Eton. Yes, indeed. It's dust for 14 pieces of gold. Oh, we've spent a lot of money today, like so much money. But then again, we do know we can sell it for double its value straight on to Eton. So I can make this money back. Okay. This is fine. Everything's under control. buy it. I've still got some money, so I'm buying all of the drugs. So I believe next week my general should return. We send him over to help out with the drug pushing, and then we summon Eton. That should be done. Also, I like that Asalia is just cleaning up today, but won't tell me why. So, okay, we can find out in other ways. Darling, why is our daughter mopping the floors right now? She convinced one of the servants to practice sword fighting with her. Oh dear, it didn't end well. He had a massive cut on his cheek. Right, I see. Okay, the general's back, and of course we're still repaying that loan, but we've just about got enough money coming in to cover it for now. Ah, speak of the devil, the general is back. Good, good, good. So, found some bandits, quite the bunch, drinking away in a forest, let the villagers deal with them, ready for next orders. Okay, so no particular reward there. You just took care of business because you were supposed to do it, that's your job. Okay, fair enough really. Let's have a chat with Sir Frederick first. He feels like he's important. Get him on board, we've got ourselves 2 for the price of 1. Okay, I can't allow liars to taint a knight's honour. The battles for Brianna, Kelju, under my command the army of the 2-headed bird was defeated. I've lost 3 fingers in my time, I've endured many broken bones, but Noaxki, not a single scar. Okay, what's going on here? Even the finest swordsman bears scars. Many have fought and died. That Noaxki, show me a single person who can confirm his accomplishments. Who's Noaxki? Okay, you want someone to help prove that Noaxki is either a deceiving liar or verify his account as a swordsman. Right, who is this guy? He usually travels around quite a bit, but I've heard people have seen him around Davern recently. If you meet him, he'll surely tell you the same story he tells everyone. There was something about a griffin and a tree. He sets the tree on fire, Griffin comes down to save her cubs, but catches her wings on fire, drops down and he finishes her off. It's always the same story, different details. Okay, we need to keep an eye out for this guy. So tell him there is a lickage in the nearby forest, the creature's just a story and of course it's not there. See what he says though, if he brings you proof, we catch him red-handed. Help me show everybody what he's really made of, I will stand by your side in one more battle. Okay, so we need to watch out for that guy. So, to get one lord, we need to get you, but to do that, we need to do this with... Okay, sooner or later, we're going to get ourselves a big old pile of troops, hopefully. Sedani wants 1 piece of gold to give to her hedgehog to turn him into a prince. Okay, because I love Mr. Stabby so much, you may have 1 gold. I also need to find a black rooster with a saddle. Okay, I don't know what's going on with Mr. Stabby, but have fun with that. Ooh, small problem. One of the nearby lords has committed suicide. I believe it was... Ah, Pietro. He was a lord, apparently. I had no clue. Happiness goes down by 2. Note from Pietro, it reads... I don't know who it was that kept following me. I cannot take living in fear anymore. I hope you're happy now that I'm gone. Whoever you are. That's terrible. I wish we could have helped him. Well, honestly, there wasn't really a way to help him. It was either throwing him in prison or telling him to come back when he'd calmed down because he never made sense. Maybe there was a way through his conversation tree to get him to tell me what was going on, but I never saw it. So, okay. One more. Hello there, Mr. Merchant. So, I come from the tavern. Yes, how's that tavern getting on? Business is going well. Lately I've had some trouble. It's getting out of hand. The tavern has become a great place for everyone to gather and have a good time, but some local pandas saw an opportunity to use this place to find customers. Bloody pandas, you can never trust the bastards. At first it was fine, just some girls lurking around every now and then. Now the tavern has turned into a brothel. People are only visiting for the girls. Though my sales have gone through the roof, I've got to say. It attracts customers, but the pandas essentially took over my tavern. Okay, so, prostitute pandas. That's a thing I never thought I'd have to say out loud. But, honestly, I don't really have a problem with this. You're never going to stamp out prostitution. It's been there at the beginning of history. It's still there today. You're never going to get rid of it, so... Fine. to be honest, let's keep it in one place that I have a stake in. We'll make it nice and legal, we'll tax it, we'll make tons of money. If I kick them out, they'll just relocate to another pub. I'll lose all my customers and I'll have to close down. Right, kick them out, they just move on. Potentially all the customers go with them. Alternatively, if you actually, let them stay, people are there for the girls, not for the bar, and presumably that's where we're making the money. For the time being, just be happy with the extra money. We'll just accept the extra cash, we'll see where that goes. In order to keep things under control, you actually want to have security. But sales aren't enough to cover the guards. 28. Oh, blimey. I'm so sorry, but no, I cannot give you 28 gold. Like, literally I can't. So, goodbye, have fun. I suspect there's going to be consequences to that. Look, come back another time. Maybe we'll have some more money available. Maybe. Okay, in 2 weeks, he'll be back. Now that might work out for me because I've got my general back at this point. So. Time to send my general over in that direction in order to help with the drug pushing. So, he'll be back next week, and that means that next week I also want to have Eton floating around, because I've got the drugs to sell to Eton, we're going to have done the business, so you are going to be invited next week, everything's going to be beautiful. Ooh, here's interesting. I've got a letter. The craft will flourish, no man can stop, in the middle of the night we shall meet, for the dust spreads fastest in the sandstorm. Okay, mention of dust, whether that means oracle dust or not. Right, that was mysterious. We should pass this on to either Lurs or Eton. Okay, Eton, he's here tomorrow, that's fine. Also, I just deployed the general without bothering to ask him about the letter again. Do not forget to do that next week. Okay, gold is holding steady for the time being, and we've just got enough supplies coming in to cover the new upkeep. We're fine in that regard for the minute. Supplies are looking good. Troops are going up too. Okay, things are looking stable for now. Okay, step 1. General, welcome back. Lord Eton's wares were protected, just as you requested. Very, very nice indeed. So, we've now got... Ooh. Okay, you're fancy. Have you got a falcon under there or something? Love it. It's that guy again. I bet you didn't buy boots, because I can literally see your toes. Right, Eton, up your flipping cum. We should now have some business to be done. Step 1, I have got dust for you. Now, you said you'd pay double. There we go. Plus 11. You said you'd pay more for that than it was... Okay, hang on, no, that was just 1. Good. I've got some more dust for you as well. And that was another plus 11. Good, because I bought that for 7, but then I bought the next one for half price, because I bought 2 at the same time. So I've just turned a really, really good profit right here. Now, I've also done all of the tasks, so I want you on flipping board. Yes, I know. With your help, I've managed to set up a network of connections to help with the distribution of the product. Okay, I've got a bit deeper in the drug trade than I was expecting. That's unfortunate. How does it feel to be the leader in the market? I didn't really want to be honest. I just wanted to dabble. I feel like I've done a bad thing. Our wares will soon take over the world. No, we do not want to get the entire world addicted to dust. Please, no. Well, I have got myself 420 troops. That's not bad. And secret letter as well. Ah, perfect. Okay. No update there. That's interesting. Well, we've got what we wanted, so he can just wander off at this point. Okay, you promised you'd go and buy boots. You have not bought boots. I went to do some fishing, like I always do, Your Grace, but as foolish as I am, I fell asleep. Stupid, what on earth do you want? Someone took my fishing rod, now I have nothing. It's the only thing I have left after my wife died. No, I can see you did not buy boots the last time I gave you money, so you can go away. Okay, I'm going to give you just 1 gold, because, in all fairness, I can't really find fault with you because I'm making my money from drugs these days. So you can have 1 gold. Just 1. but I don't want to see you again. In fact, I just gained gold. Hang on, where did that gold come from? I don't know. Also, you're the tree woman, aren't you? The water from the oak is cleared. Our people haven't prayed or confessed in weeks. They are so happy now. I brought you something small as yes, a gift. A bouquet made of the oak's fallen leaves. Okay, fair enough. It will bring love and luck to your throne room. Well, thank you. I'd rather have money, but whatever. I mean, it's nice that it's here. Maybe that will actually make dice rolls go slightly more in my favour. I have no clue. Now, what have you got, mysterious merchant with a thing in a mystery box? It's a magical cock! Yes, please show me your magical cock. I'm so glad that you have brought me this magical cock. Now, admittedly, didn't my youngest daughter want a black cockerel with, like, a saddle for her hedgehog to ride around on? I think she did, actually, yes. This ain't a regular cock, Your Grace. I love this conversation so much. You know what? You can have whatever you want just because you have entertained me. This cock has been enchanted! It gets better. It just gets better and better. It can tell a lie from the truth. That is truly a magical ability for a cock to have, yes. When it senses a lie, it will voice its disapproval. Okay, this sounds like a scam, but it could be rather useful in the murder case if my magical cock can tell me who's telling the truth versus who's lying. Okay, he is letting me try it, so tell a lie or tell the truth. Okay, I'm going to say my name is Audrey the Fourth. Okay, the cockerel did indeed crow. 18 gold. It's a lot of money for the magical cock. Okay, what about 16? Are you willing to negotiate? Okay, he was willing to take 16. Fair enough. So, Fine Your Grace, just make sure she doesn't lose it. Yes, we can give this to my youngest daughter. She'll love it. Okay, so I've really fleshed out my throne room today. And before we do anything else, go to the castle wall, speak to the general about the letter. No, Your Grace, I've never seen such elegant writing. Okay, well, my wife was just lying to me then. Got it. Ah, but he's going to ask around the village. Right, you do that. Yes. Oh, it's going to take 2 weeks. Okay. You know what? We do need to solve the murder. Give it a go, sure. Because if nothing else, I don't need to pay you this next week if you're doing that. Ooh, very important thing, by the way. I've got a letter from the Rodovians. So, we had some struggles, but we'll be ready within 14 weeks. But if we can explore other options, I hope you'll keep your promise. Right. I've got a time limit. If they don't want her, they're gonna want to take one of my other daughters. Actually, my middle daughter does like playing with swords. She might actually enjoy being a barbarian. Okay, apparently that was very shocking news because I had to go and have a lie down. Okay, my youngest daughter hasn't shown up at the throne room, so I'm guessing she'll be here next week. So, okay. Okay. What's my priority right now? Until, aha, no ASCII. Right, we need to invite you to humiliate you to get Sir Frederick on board so that Jovan will be on board. So we're going to basically burn our bridges with this guy, but it's going to be worth it. Then again, hang on. Sooner or later we're going to need supplies to feed the army. I've burned the bridge with Lurs. He was providing 6 supplies. You're providing 5. Sir Frederick provides a tiny amount of supplies. Okay, we really need Lena on board. She's got a really good number of troops and supplies and money. She's really damn good. Then again, maybe Grego would be easier to get on board because he's not got so much to offer. But the supplies would be nice. Okay, let's just get Noaxki to court. We'll have a chat to him, send him off into a forest, humiliate him publicly. Everything will be great. And yes, indeed, we're not paying for the general because he's off doing his own business, which is nice. And, oh, blimey. Yes, the number of troops just jumped a lot, didn't it? We desperately need supplies. Like, we need so many supplies. We're going to start losing supplies. Okay, this could be a problem. Then again, hang on. The bank said the first loan was free, but did they mean the first of each type of loan, or just the first loan, one or the other? Because we might need some supplies just to keep us going. Then again, if I just don't pay for 1 week, what would that cause? Okay, -10. That's not so bad, really. Considering last week's incident, perhaps we should think about securing an heir, Your Grace. Okay, while I appreciate that that's a good idea, there are certain biological problems that are going to stop that happening in the next 14 weeks, Audrey. Here's the big moment, though. Yes, a black rooster, just like you requested. So, would you like 1 gold to create a saddle for him so that Mr. Stabby can ride on his back? Because I am down for that. You are the bestest father in the world. I am, you know. I truly am. Whoa, hang on. No. Bring him back. We need him to tell the... Oh, okay. I kind of wanted him here to help me tell the truth, but fine, whatever. Okay, so, Mr. Dragon Slayer, I have got to spin you a yarn about a lickage or whatever in the nearby forest. Okay, play along, pretend I'm really wowed by him. You, the famous Dragon Slayer! Aha, he's telling the exact story that we'd heard about the, the griffin before. A nest full of hatchlings. I'm guessing you actually, yes, chopped down the tree while the big one wasn't there. It came to deal with its young, you killed it then. Yeah, same story, details changed, fine. So here we go. There's a monster that totally doesn't exist. Go and have some fun with it. I mean, alternatively, I could side with him to get the supplies. So, 180 men, together with a decent amount of, yeah, 5 supplies. That's not terrible. It's not bad at all. And, ooh. Okay. He's asking for nothing in return, but I know if I turn against him, I get 2 for the price of 1. Okay, before we do anything, if you're a monster hunter, I know you're a fake one, but maybe there's a bit of truth to it. Tell me about the tooth. Impressive tooth, must have been one hell of a beast, and... okay, he's just going to tell stories he doesn't actually know. He's just a blowhard. Yep, we're turning on him. I'm taking 2 for the price of 1. Into the forest you go, deal with the lickage, whatever that is. So, off he goes. He'll probably be coming back tomorrow, meaning... potentially, I could actually invite Sir Frederick right now. Ah, yes, Mr. Merchant. I do now have the money to pay for security, because I do want to keep that money rolling in. Then again, do I? I've paid 12 gold up front. Now you're asking for another 28, and this place is only paying me 3 gold a week. I'm making a loss on this tavern. Okay, I'm going to give you the gold, but I expect a bigger cut going forwards. And this peasant I helped previously, he's come to hopefully give me something. We're working on it, Your Grace. Thank you again. No, he just came to say thank you. Maybe he'll be delivering something in time, though. Okay, you're going to be back next week, I imagine. So, Frederick, how about we invite you? Ah, Frederick's currently away, so presumably we can't invite him until we've taken care of this business. Fine. Okay, well, in the meantime, we need some nice, cheap, easy supplies just to keep us going. So, Grego, how about you come over? Because I'm guessing you're going to be one of the easiest people to satisfy. Okay, I'm a little modestly suspicious that out in the gardens, my daughter is now practicing swords with someone who is from Boravia. So, passing by, stopped in the capital for a couple of weeks. And my daughter's let this girl into the castle. Okay. Not 100% convinced this is a good idea. Okay, the troop numbers have gone up again. Is that because Kowaczki has already signed up but will drop out if I betray him? I'm guessing it... yes it is, because that's his supplies there. So, okay. We're fine for the minute because we can, well, just keep up with his assistance. But we need more supplies desperately. Okay, the general returns... and didn't find out anything specific about the latter. Okay, right. The word has it, kings of the north usually decorate their correspondence to show off their wealth. Right, okay. So, northern lords. Got it. It's a lead, if not a spectacular one. And lucky I couldn't invite Frederick because Kowaczki is not back yet. Then again, aha, of course. Grego, you are the most minor of minor lords going. Here is my deal. I pride myself in my knowledge of art. My collection of paintings is the biggest in the kingdom. I own paintings by the most prestigious artists. Okay, a bunch of artists, fine. I have heard recently you hold a valuable painting. It will be perfect for my collection. The Stork. Okay, so do I have that? And also there's more deal. Okay, I thought you were going to be easy. I offer you 80 men and 3 supplies. Okay, so, I mean, if this painting is here, you can flipping have it. Invite me whenever you're ready. Okay, I will take it down right away. You can just flipping have it, alright? We need the supplies. Ooh, but on the topic of the letter, he seems a bit more well-informed because he's into art. So, these look like rowan trees. These trees grant protection from evil witches and their curses. Many kingdoms use these trees to build children's cradles. Okay, interesting. A lord who wants protection against witches and curses might be behind the letter. Aha, and I was expecting this would happen sooner or later. We've got ourselves a mercenary, who I'm guessing is going to offer me men in return for money. 22 skilled men for 16 gold. That is a rip-off. 22 men for 16? No. No, 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 no. Goodbye. He'll be back later. Fine. If I'm swimming in money, maybe. But no. That seems like that's a lot of money for very few men. Ooh, this guy was just coming to me with some random ailment. And I assume you are a witch. Yep, magical anomalies, wound healing, etc. Okay, welcome aboard. Though yes, unfortunately his minor ailment was he sort of, sat on Mr. Stabby. So hopefully Mr. Stabby is not injured. Okay, the witch has been hired, but of course now she needs to be paid for too. Your Grace, our village has been raided. Do you want supplies? Because if it's not many, you might be able to have some. Ooh, 2 weeks of a general, or 18 supplies. That's a lot, but I think we could just afford it. I'm gonna regret that. Oh, I didn't even get any happiness for that. Fine, he just wanted nothing but the general. Well, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna invite more nice cheap people because we need supplies urgently. So let's get Masha in as well. Still, can I actually send, yes, my witch out to go and do some exploring? Or I could just send the general. Yeah, you know what? Send the general. Just get him to go and do that. But that's literally all I can do until I invest in the stables. Also, the western woods near Branca are not uninvolved in your troubles. An uncommon object can lead you to a sinner. Be quick. I have no idea what you're talking about. Aha, we better send someone to the woods to see what the matter is. Okay, can I send the witch instead, by any chance? Yes, we're going to be sending the witch. We're going to be doing 2 bits of exploration in a row. Okay, how's Mr. Stabby? Because I'm going to be honest, someone has sat on him. Oh no, the hedgehog is dead! Mr. Stabby! Oh, I didn't realise he'd actually been squished. This is my fault. I shouldn't have sent him on the mission. You really shouldn't. Sending hedgehogs on a mission was never going to work. Did he complete his mission? His final quest? And okay, sadly I can't say yes. I should just say yes. Okay, we're just about holding supplies together, but we've basically got none spare at all. I mean, I could just, yeah, stop paying for the witch. The witch is really expensive. Okay, we'll keep them for now, and also, ooh, 20 supplies so the witch can be present during the battle. I mean, we're doing okay in troop numbers. We've got 12 weeks. Don't do anything for the time being. Just hold everything steady for now. As soon as Kowalski comes back, we'll be in good shape in money terms at least. And there he is. Right, General, you have returned. Small bandit camp. They were keeping a merchant captive. Oh, he better have paid me. There we go. Got myself a bit of gold there. 11, not bad. And what about that, the hut? So a kitchen for preparing spice. Something to do with dust? And we found something hidden under the flooring. Okay. Is this where the poison was prepared? Lots of dried rosemary, nothing major. Okay. And what is it? Some sort of substance. Right. This might be the poison. Now, Mr. Dragon Slayer, I'm guessing you've got a tall tale to spin me. No traces of... Ooh. He didn't take the bait. So I thought... Oh, no, yes he did. He definitely 100% took the bait. Take this bloody horn as proof of my courageous deed. Right, so, he has officially fallen for it. That is blatantly not actually from anything other than a common stag by the looks of it. And in runs Sir Frederick, who apparently is just here for the drama, because he was just waiting to run in and confront this guy publicly. And yes, indeed, the cat is out of the bag. At least I don't have to put on a show anymore. Any chance you're willing to keep working for me by any chance? It can be very tiring at times, if I'm perfectly honest. People want to see this amazing knight, the Dragon Slayer. So I show them what they want to see. You know what? Fair enough. Any chance you want to just, like, you know, chill out a bit and just fight by my side anyway? Because I could really do with your supplies. Oh, but he's giving as good as he gets. You used to be recognised around the courtyards, but the memory is fading. You're implying this guy's very much past it. I see. Draw your sword. Let's see if you're more than just a trickster. Oh. Okay, enough. No. No murder. Not, like, in front of the throne. Okay, good. I have managed to de-escalate the situation there, which is marvellous. And honestly, Kowaczki's kind of making a good point here. If he brings people who are worried about monsters, boar skins, or deer horn, they sleep better at night. He does have a role in society. Oh, though he is actually ripping them off for gold, so maybe not entirely. Ah, I have to choose one or the other. So I'm going for Frederick, of course, because, yeah, that gets me the other guy too. Sir Frederick, I'm with you. It's a shame we don't get to keep this guy's supplies, but what can you do, eh? So, I've actually managed to lose a handful of troops there. The number of troops is down. No, it's not. It should be minus 180 plus 180. So why did it just go down by 100? Well, I'm not sure, but we're going to be getting Joven momentarily, so that's fine too. Oh, that reminds me. How's the actual bar working out with the new security? So, yeah, couple of guards. Did a fantastic job. The pandas are wary of me now. We made sure the girls are treated well and not abused. Okay, this is good. Any chance you can have some more money? Yes, your profits are also increasing. Good. This has worked out nicely. Now, you, Princess Masha. Any chance we can have some supplies off you? Because ooh. Apparently not. There's literally nothing to say to her. Well, that's an odd one. Fine, okay. And a peasant's come to me complaining about my witch. Potentially a witch from the forest. She escaped, your grace. Someone opened her doors. Idiot. Okay. You mean the woman who works for me? What are you on about? Okay, this is presumably an unrelated witch, the one I literally have on my payroll. So now Babushka is out of the woods. Okay, so some old witch they're scared of. She's written something on the doors. Turn your back to the forest, your front to me. She leaves her old chicken legs on our doorsteps. We're afraid she's going to come for our children. Okay, well, honestly, we don't really know she's doing anything bad aside from just being a bit weird, so nothing major as yet, but keep an eye on it. Take this gold and hire someone. Send the general. I mean, I could send the general. Right now he's not doing anything, and I do have the witch to hand anyway, so yeah, go on. I'm going to send the general just to keep an eye. We'll see if we can find her. I'm guessing there's more to her than meets the eye. Ah, and this peasant wants to build some new place to pray. So I could send the witch, or give you the gold. I think I'm going to send you the witch, because there's nothing else for the witch to do right now. There's nowhere on the map to explore, so go on then. Have fun, off you pop. And sadly I can't invite Jovan because he's away, though I'm guessing that means maybe he'll turn up of his own accord next week. Right, in which case we're going to be needing more and more supplies, so Lena, one person we haven't spoken to yet, you come with some supplies, but yes, I've sort of alienated all the supply people, which is not good actually. Okay, let's take the poison to my wife, because she often gives me good leads here. Ah, take it to the witch. Bad news, just sent her away for 2 weeks. Yeah, we'll give it to her when she gets back. Still, taxes are good, and we're done paying off the loan. So for the time being at least, we're swimming in money. Let's get the stables unlocked so we can do some more exploration. Oh, and here's a surprise. Lady Ada's showed up. Okay, what are you doing here? And I heard you were selling some paintings. Ah, yes, of course, the painting. I forgot to go and check around for that. He is no art collector. He's an artist and an egomaniac. He buys beautiful artwork and burns them. Okay. Interesting. It's a great shame because they're very valuable, and these artists definitely deserve recognition. Ah, he believes only his art is true art. I suppose just bear in mind that if you're going to give him a painting, it's going to be burned. Right, well that's interesting. I mean, honestly, it's just a painting and I still get his stuff afterwards. In fact, I should really summon him, because apparently I've already got the painting. Also, who's Torlando? Because I didn't summon you. Ah, a writer and poet. Okay, what can I do for you? So he's writing a story about royal intrigue and promises and foolish peasants and passionate lust. Sounds great. What can I actually do to help? I believe that seeing your general patrolling would get my creative juices rolling. Okay, small issue. He's away right now. Sorry. Right, Lady Lena, what do you want to get on board? I believe I can help for something in return. Well, of course. You see, I have something I want to give to my son. Someone, actually. Ah, Asalia. Okay, interesting. Wow, 300 men. That's a lot. And I believe she comes with money and supplies too. That's really valuable. Okay, I need to speak to Asalia about this first. Okay, take as much time as you like and call her back when the time is right. Okay, interesting. And I'm guessing you lot just want stuff. Sorcerer from the market, well that's fancy. So he just wants some money for supplies. If I can't help people in the court, they often come to him. You know what? Sure, money is not a problem right now, so, oh yeah, that's a big increase in happiness, puts me over 40, hopefully there's some more tax in that for me. And we've got a village flood. Okay, how flipping much? 12 gold, done. Okay, I've spoken to my wife. She hasn't got a strong opinion one way or the other. She's not thrilled about Asalia getting married, but she doesn't oppose it either. Okay, time to talk to Asalia herself. So, Lady Lena at your sister's wedding. Yeah, she kinda wants to get you married to her son. Now, I've not made the decision yet. What are you thinking about this? Also, is your friend Maya currently bleeding? Did you cut her leg open? I guess I won't have much of a say in this matter. Well, what do you actually think? I don't even know him. Do you think I want to marry a stranger? Okay, who do you want to marry, if anybody? No. Okay, so she doesn't have anyone she fancies. Got it. I don't think I'm ready for this. I mean, we've got 500 men, with more coming in once Jovan comes on board. Maybe we don't need to get her married. Okay. Interesting. Also, yes, you appear to be bleeding. Are you bleeding? Well, if they are bleeding, she doesn't want to talk about it. Ah, yes, here we go. The tapestry, which my wife made, but honestly, I kind of need it, so we're gonna be, taking that, sorry. Alright, Grego, for 80 men and 3 supplies, done flippin' deal. Especially as we're basically almost bankrupt when it comes to, yeah, supplies, and money's not looking spectacular either, though, yeah, taxes are going up, that's good at least. Ah, here we go, big Q today. So, the general is back from Babushka. How did that work out? And, nothing happened apart from some foxes. Yeah, I suspect that was a bit of a wild goose chase. I mean, at the bare minimum, maybe it's worth a bit of bonus happiness? Nope, not even that. Okay, what about you? And those worshippers and whatnot. A lot of new people in a new shrine, absolutely lovely. And no happiness either. Okay, apparently just no one cares about the fact I'm helping them out. Okay, Jovan, now I know you should be on board. And... right, Sir Frederick's dead. That's not good. Why, precisely? Oh! Jovan, you said you wanted him to... Right, so what the cock happened here? He had it coming, he was an abusive scumbag, his wife has endured a lot. I mean, fine, he wasn't the nicest person in the world, yes, but you did specifically ask me to get him on side before you'd serve, which I did. Oh dear, so one night he got way too drunk and... oh. Right. Okay, fair enough. Are you still willing to serve, though? Okay, if I spare him, then he comes on board with the men anyway. Good. And special pikemen. So I've got special hounds from Eton, special pikemen from this guy. I enjoy special troops. They sound fun. Okay, my good man, you are absolutely a-okay. It sounds like, yeah, you were defending someone from a pretty bloody unpleasant attack. So, welcome aboard. So, that brings me up to, yep, 80 troops, money, diddly diddly dee. But I also lost 80 troops from Sir Frederick being dead. So in the end, basically, we've got nothing out of this nonsense. You, however, Grego, we desperately need supplies. So here's my wife's tapestry. Have fun setting it on fire. And to be honest, I'm happy with him just doing it. But if my wife asks, I had no idea he was going to burn it. 18 pieces of gold. Ooh. I thought you were actually joining me, but honestly, I'll take it for the money. Sure. I thought we were doing the whole business with the... Okay, the tapestry wasn't the painting, apparently. They were different things. Well, at the bare minimum, I've parted a fool from his money, so I guess that's good. Oh, we've got a problem, though. Oracle dust sales. Yes. So that's going to start coming back to bite me now. So we only started selling it first, but now he's using as well. Oh, dear. So he was so happy at first... But I'm guessing, yeah, eventually that turned, nasty. He's very ill, Your Grace. Can't leave the bed, my poor baby. He keeps asking me to bring him some more dust, but I know it's the cause of his illness. Okay, so, not good. Not good at all. I'm gonna be honest, I can't spare the witch right now. I need to show her the vial so we can figure out what's going on with that nonsense. So... I tell you what, I've just sold my wife's tapestry to an arsonist. Have some money. Oh, and that's a big old pile of happiness too. Good, good, good. I think the cook may have just killed and eaten the beautiful magical cock. I'm really sad about that. Did you just kill the magical cock? Sidani's gonna kill me. This was her fault. Alright, this was all her fault. She sent a hedgehog out on a mission that got it killed. She is not watching her pets. In fact, I'm not getting her another pet. Alright, because she has been a very bad pet owner, 2 animals are dead because of her carelessness. She has been a very, very bad owner. And unfortunately, I do kind of need to borrow supplies because we're almost out. So, yep, we're about to go into debt here. Yep, you know what? Give me the supplies. I need them. Oh, that's nice. Officially, we're going to tell her I just let the rooster go free. Thank you, Your Grace. I wanted to do this myself. He wasn't suited to being an agent. Okay, that was a massive waste of money, but at least Sidani isn't sad. Right, witch, tell me what you can about this poison. And off you go for 2 weeks, have fun. Okay, just grab literally all of the paintings, like... every single one. That's the one. Okay, but I can sell him, like, other paintings for money. So we're just going to be taking literally every painting down. There we go. Right, Grego, over you come. We need the men, we need the supplies. Ah, yes, and with the royal stables built, we can now do all sorts of exploration. Okay, general returns, that one's nice and easy. So a local baker was missing his flour delivery. This feels like relatively small beer. Still, we got 9 supplies from the baker, so honestly, that's pretty damn good right now. Now, Grego, welcome aboard. One, I've got 2 separate types of painting for you. I think that means the mountain painting. Yes, how about that 18 pieces of gold? Dumb, 100%. And no. No. I've got the... No, it's not. Okay, good. That's the other option. That menu is a bit confusing. I have a painting for you. The stork painting. And that's amazing. Here we flippin' go. Of course. And he's going to provide troops and supplies. Right. Flipping kaboom. Together with... Okay, there's my little daughter. And... please tell me you've not got another pet. They just keep dying, Sidani. Okay, good. She's just got like a cuddly toy or something. That's much better. Oh, the toy came from Maya, the girl who's managed to infiltrate the castle and is now giving things to my youngest daughter, as well as having a sword close by to my middle daughter. I don't trust Maya, not one bit. Okay, we got a merchant here who was robbed. Okay. 23 gold to get back on his feet. And he knows how to invest. Okay. I'm not sure I really trust him, but gold is, yeah, the thing we've got no problem with, so sure, here you go. And if you don't show up again soon to repay some of this money, I will hunt you down and murder you. Ah, but here's something interesting. So, someone's just shown up. They've heard about Lena's proposition. I must say it's good you haven't agreed to it, Your Grace, but do not make the mistake, do not accept. Why? What's wrong with her son? Ooh, a curse! I love a good curse, that's exciting. If her son doesn't get married before his 20th spring, he will fall asleep and never wake up. Okay, interesting. That's why Lena's looking for someone to marry her son, to lift the bane. The problem is you can't completely get rid of it. Ah, the spell moves to the bride. Now, I don't really necessarily think this is, you know, true or anything, but it's worth keeping in mind. Right, Maya. Me and you need to have a chat, I'd say. Oh, hang on, apparently I can't. Can I just speak to both of them? Yes, the toy. What's going on with the toy? Maya is suspicious. I've seen this toy before. Maya, you're not... Ooh, what's going on? We saw one just like this when we were robbed by Bayran 13 years ago. Oh, flip, she's a Radovian spy. Your accent, this toy, yeah. This here, she's a flipping spy. Oh, no, I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I've done it again. Occasionally I fall over when I get stressed. Ooh, but apparently there's something to that conversation about the heir we saw earlier. Your kingdom will be fertile. You won't see a successor amongst your offspring. Isn't that how it went? Okay, when I promised my firstborn daughter to Bayran, I didn't do it because I was afraid of the witch. I did it to protect us. Fine, so we've also got a curse and a witch and a whatnot. And my wife thinks the witch and Bayran are now in cahoots. Well, I guess it's possible. I'm just not sure whether magic is actually, you know, real in this universe or not. Okay. Let's figure out where we are now with our various allies, because some of them, yeah, are just no-goes at this point. So, obviously, Tallis is dead. Ivo is not going to do anything until we've actually got the evidence we need to prove our innocence. Jovan is on board. Lena is willing to basically join up and contribute a really, really nice amount of stuff, but only if I risk the possibility that my middle daughter is going to end up dead because of a curse. And also she has to get married, which she doesn't really want to do anyway. Eton's on board, but also I've started a drug craze that's probably going to be bad. Lurs doesn't want to fight with me. Noaxki refuses to work with Sir Frederick. Sir Frederick's dead, but Noaxki was already, you know, not thrilled with me, so it didn't actually matter in either way. Ada's on board, but she's barely contributing anything. Grego's now on board, meaning we've only got, yeah, Violet and Masha. Masha refused to speak to me when she came to the castle, so she might be related to Violet, but she's only got 150 troops. Even if we get Violet on board, that's not enough. Then again, I'm gaining 10 troops every week, and I've got like 10 weeks or something left, so that's another 100, so we're getting close to the 1,000 we need. We might be able to do this without Lena, without having to bother taking the risk, but we need to find a way to get Masha on board. Maybe with the mercenaries, if they came again, we might just have enough, but it's gonna be to the wire. And on top of that, yeah, we've got ourselves the witch, I think, returning tomorrow. She might have some more information about the vial. I mean, at least we've got some useful information here. We know from the letter, yeah, thanks to the information we got there, these are rowan trees, protecting children's cradles from evil spells. And if Bayran is working with a witch, that vaguely might make sense, thematically, if not literally. And yes, Northern Lords used to decorate their letters this way. We don't know which of our lords is Northern versus not, but it's information. We've got something at the bare minimum. Well, in which case, we may as well invite Violet, who's the only person we haven't spoken to yet. Everybody else we know something about them, but I'm guessing you and Masha have some form of, interaction with each other. But I would say, ladies and gentlemen, that is enough for now. This here is Yes, Your Grace, and I love it. I think it's flippin' great. So, we're going to wrap this up. It feels like it's not the longest game. I'm already, like, most of the way towards the Radovian attack. There might be another act beyond that, just dealing with the murder. I'm not actually sure. So, we'll wrap this up at some point. This is damn good stuff. I think this comes out tomorrow. So, if you're watching this the day the video comes out, not out just yet. Link in the description below. Regardless, well worth a look-see, I would say. We'll wrap this up at some point. Another video, live stream, something. Because I want to see how this ends. I think we're doing pretty well right now, okay? We're making slow progress with the investigation. We've got some allies. I've only started a small drug epidemic. I'm sure it's all absolutely fine. So, keep your eyes open for that. Hopefully they'll be along very, very soon indeed. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd. And this has been Yes, Your Grace. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Wait, did people just vote out democracy? Hang on, what have you just done? Oh, go on, let's have the greatest Oktoberfest ever. Yay! Spain and Russia have announced a new alliance as a result of the warmongering of certain Central European countries. Oh, well, excuse me! My leader from now on, no weaklings will stand in the way of this country's path to glory. Oh, God, Germany, not again!